Bodyweight Bootcamp. I'm Diane. Today we're going to do an AMRAP style workout. So that is as many reps as possible, or as many rounds as possible. Okay, so that means I'm going to set the clock. Today we're going to set the clock for 4 minutes. So each interval will be about 4 minutes long. And in that interval, you're going to have either 2 or 3 exercises and a number of reps for each exercise. And you're going to go through those exercises and reps as many times as you can in the 4 minute interval. Okay, so let's say you have push-ups and burpees. You're going to do, if I tell you 5 push-ups, 5 burpees, I'm not going to do that, but you would do 5 push-ups, 5 burpees. When you get to the end of that, you do it again, and you would do it as many times as you can in the interval. Okay, so yeah, that's it. You'll just have to follow along. But let's start with a little bit of a warm up. Let's all take our cozy slippers off. I am safe in my socks. It's okay to be barefoot. All right, so let's start with a frog stretch. So put your hands on top of your feet or on the mat, or you can even put them on your knees. And you're gonna just lift your butt up in the air a couple times and stretch out the hamstrings, wake up the quads. We were all saying right before this workout that it's really hard to get up when it's cold. And I think it's harder to warm up. For me, it's harder to warm up for a workout when it's this cold out. So this is actually a very important part of the workout. So let's do 2 more. 1 and 2, and you're gonna come on up. So feet about shoulder width apart, just about the same place. A couple body weight squats. So I want you to squeeze the glutes on the way up. Use those arms. Start to pick up the pace just a little bit. Good. And let's do 3, 2, and we're gonna go to a jog. Come on up. So, oh, you can't really see my head, but you get the point. So come on up for a jog. Use those arms. And then I want you to start to transition into high knees. Now you're really using the arms. Get them up. And after this, we're gonna move to those jumping jacks in 3, 2, 1. So bring them up. Arms up, feet out, nice and big. Pick up the pace a little bit. We're gonna go back to those high knees in 3, 2, 1. So start with high knees, and then we'll move to a jog. Now bring it to a jog. So just a little bit smaller. Good, and you're gonna bring it back to the body weight squat in 3, 2, 1. Again, squeezing the glutes, using the arms. Three, 2, and 1. And you're gonna bring it back for just a few frog stretches here. Hands on the feet or on the ground, lift the butt. So something to think about here, try not to arch your back too much. You wanna try and keep your lower back kind of flat so that you're really getting that hamstring stretch. And last one, good. Okay, hopefully you're warm. I think we can take off our warm-up gear. And we're going to start with our first interval. It's 4 minutes. They're all going to be 4 minutes. First, we're going to do 10 burpees and plank with reach. Okay, so if you haven't done a burpee before, which I think you have, you're going to go up, out, bring feet in, and jump up. Okay, and then with the plank and reach, you're going to get down onto your forearms. You're going to get into a solid plank position, and you're going to just reach out in front of you as far as you can without too much wiggling. Okay, so you want to stay in a nice steady plank. You can also do those on your hands if you want. It's a little bit more challenging. It's a little bit awkward. Doesn't feel great on my wrists, but if you want to do them like that, that's totally cool. So again, you're going to do 10 burpees and then 10 plank with reach. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then when you get to the end of those, you're just going to go back and do them again until you get to the 4-minute interval end point. And I'll tell you, I'll give you some markers along the way, and I'll try and tell you when we're like halfway and stuff like that. Okay, so let's start with those burpees in 3, 2, 1. So bring it up, and you guys go ahead, and I'm going to set my timer. Good, so remember, you're going at your pace. Don't worry about my speed. And you're counting your reps because we're going at different paces. And sometimes I lose track of my reps because I'm talking to you. So for those plank and reach, find that solid plank, hands out as far as you can. Try to minimize your wobbling. Stay steady. Good. And then start over. Good, get some air on that burpee. Woo. Nice work, just stick with it. Keep moving. You are just about halfway through this interval. Good, reach as far as you can. There's going to be a little bit of rocking, but try and keep it to a minimum. All right, you have less than half, so you're more than halfway. Just stay in motion. If you get tired, slow down. Don't stop. We're almost there. Whew. Remember, you're trying to squeeze in as many reps as you can. Slow and steady here. The plank and reach is a lot more challenging than it looks. All right, you got about 45 seconds. Stick with it. See, all right, you have 10 seconds. Fit in a few reps. And stop there. Nice work. All right, grab a quick drink if you need to. Catch your breath. Okay, so that's the format. You just need to squeeze in as many reps at your own pace. Next, we have pop squats. So pop squats are like jump squats. You're gonna go down, you're gonna reach for the floor. When you come up, you're gonna crisscross your feet. I don't know if you can see it very well. You're down, cross, just like a little scissor kick, okay? Try to reach for the floor on the way down. If you can't get all the way down, that's fine. We're gonna do 20 of those. And then side plank with tap. So you're gonna get down into your side plank on your forearm, lift up, and then you're going to just do a little small movement here where you're reaching your hip down to the ground to tap it off the mat. Very small movement, but you're gonna do 10 of those on each side. So 20 pop squats, 10 side plank with tap on your right, and then 10 on the other side. Go back to the pop squats, all right? So 4 minutes on the clock again. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. So reach for the floor, cross those feet. I like to try and alternate mine, but you don't have to. Remember, you can go faster or slower. I tend to take these a little bit slower. And then whichever side you want to start on is fine. So you can keep your hand on your hip if that's helpful. So you should feel just a nice squeeze in the obliques that are closer to the mat. You can also keep your arm up. Also, this is another move that I feel like is much more challenging than it appears at first. So same thing on the other side, tap. Keep going. Woo, nice work. So back up for those pop squats. Maybe you're ahead of me, that's cool. Reach for the floor. I'll try to pick up the pace here. See, I'm not very good at doing these faster. Okay, just be mindful of your mat moving underneath you. All right, you have less than 2 minutes, so you're more than halfway. If you don't want to do the tap, you can also just hold your side plank. That's a great alternative for when you're tired. Rather than stopping, just hold that side plank. The first few always feel really good and kind of easy. And then by rep 4, it's much harder. Try and stay steady. Go ahead, back up for the pop squat. You've got about 60 seconds. Keep going. You got it. All right, 30 seconds. Squeeze in what you can. So I don't like to leave my sides asymmetrical, so I'm not going to do the full 10. I'm going to do like 6 on each side so I can fit it in. Just a few seconds, let's go. Good, and time. Whew, nice work. Okay. So here we have, you guys can just take a drink or a breather, whatever you need to do. Here we're gonna do jump lunges and bear crawl. So jump lunges, we're gonna just alternate like that. I'm gonna have you do 10 on each side. That's kind of a lot, so 20 total. If you start to get tired of those, you can also just do these step back lunges, okay? Rather than stopping, just do something a tiny bit lower impact. And then bear crawls. So we've done these in this class many times, but not for a little while. So you're gonna start at the end of your mat. Your toes are curled under, and you're gonna lift the knees just about 2 inches off the mat. I don't know if you can see that with all the black on my mat and my pants, but your feet or your knees are just up off the ground, and you're gonna slowly crawl forward to the end of your mat and then backward. Okay, so you're gonna do 5 of those. So if you go up and back, that's 1. So you're gonna do just 5 of those. I think in the past we did 10 of those, and that's an extreme number of bear crawls. So you're going to do 10 jump lunges on each side, 20 total, and then 5 bear crawls. Get to the end of that and start over. And we have 4 minutes on the clock again. We're gonna start with our jump lunges in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So remember, you need to modify, that's fine. Use your arms if you need to. I like to use my arms on those. And then when you get down here, lift up those knees, keep them up just above the mat, all the way to the end, and then move it back. Start again. Good. Even 5 of these is a lot. So keeping your back level and steady, so your core is tight. I often feel these in my quads also. Good. I think that was 5. Whew. Getting a little bit of a quad cramp there. All right, see where we are. You guys keep going. Less than 2 minutes, so you're more than halfway. And remember the name of the workout, as many reps as you can, or as many rounds as possible. So going on your own clock, your own intuition, however you're feeling today. You know, sometimes 5 bear crawls feels like a lot, and sometimes it doesn't. Today it does. Keep moving. Let's see what we got here. All right, less than a minute. Woo. All right, we're almost there. Less than 30. So squeeze in whatever reps you can. Almost there. Keep pushing. 10 seconds. Good. Finish whatever you're doing right here. Okay. So we are more than halfway through the workout at this point. So hopefully getting out of bed this morning was the hardest part. All right. So we have lateral lunges and push-ups. So lateral lunges, we're gonna do 10 on each side. So you're gonna start in the middle of your mat and you're gonna just lunge to the side, sit back. Okay, so if you look down, your knee is kind of in line with your toe or just behind your toe. So you wanna make sure that you're not pushing your weight forward over your knee. You wanna shift the weight back, okay? So you can either do alternating, so like, 10 on either side, or you can do 10 and push off and just stay on that one side. Totally up to you. I might switch it up and try a little bit of both, but you're gonna do 10 on either side, no matter which way you cut it, and then 10 push-ups. So that can be push-ups on your toes, or it can be push-ups on your knees, your call. Or if you have a chair, I have a chair in the corner here, you can't see it, but if you have a chair, you can also do them on a chair. Perfectly good push-ups. All right, so let's start with those lateral lunges in 3, 2, 1. So I'm gonna try all on one side here first. Remember, sitting back. It's gonna be a little bit more cardio if you're alternating. And obviously the faster you go, the more intense the cardio. Your call, it's like a choose your own adventure. I don't know if I said, but 10 push-ups. I feel like I forgot that. Good. So on push-ups, if you want to start with the harder version and go easier, that's a great strategy. All right, bring it back up when you're ready. I'm going to alternate this time. Good, so sitting back, using your glutes. All the push off happens in the glutes. You want to take the pressure off your knees. Good. Strong push off the mat. Nice job. Remember, at your own pace, so you can go faster or slower than me. There's no pressure here. If you're doing your push-up, you should be getting your chest and your hips as close to the mat as you can. So that means even if you're doing knee push-ups, your hips are coming down and your chest. Good. All right, we have about 90 seconds. So squeeze in what you can. Whew. Good, use those arms if you need to. I have lost track of my reps. No sweat. All right, you got about 45 seconds. So finish up strong. Whew. All right, you got just a couple more. $15 seconds. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Okay, so we're on our last circuit. That was 4 circuits already. Okay, moving up downs. So normally what I want you to do, I'm going to show you, I'm going to turn around and show you, but I don't have space behind me to do it. So normally what I want you to do is you're all the way down to the mat, and then I want you to kind of shuffle to the side, do your up down, and shuffle back and forth like that. I don't have space behind me, so what I'm going to do, and you can also do this, is I'm going to do my up down facing this way, so you're all the way down to the mat, and I'm going to turn around, do a 180, do it this way, turn around, do another one. Okay, just as long as you're getting a little bit of movement in between the up down. That's really the goal. So whatever you have space for. And then, so you're going to do 10 of those total, so 5 in each direction, however you're moving around. And then high plank with shoulder tap and toe tap. So you're going to get into a high plank. You're going to reach your right hand for your left shoulder, opposite, and then knee, knee. Okay, so it's basically like tap, 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 tap. All just opposites. Okay, so we're going to do 10 of those. So 10 moving up downs, 10 all around taps. So this is 1. That's 1. I'm sure that's very goofy and very clear. Okay, so let's start with those up downs in 3, 2, 1. So remember, you're going all the way down to the mat, all the way back up. Twist around if you're doing it this way. I really prefer the shuffle, but we have to make do with what we have. Good. Then you're in your high plank, opposite, 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 opposite. Whew, 10 of these is a lot. Keep going. The beauty of this is, guys, that if you don't want to do 10 of those, you could do 5 or 7. All right, you're almost halfway. Whew. All the way down to the mat. I lost track. All right, you got less than 90 seconds. I'm getting like a side sticker, so I'm gonna just do 5 of these. I don't know what's up with my little cramps today. Dehydrated maybe. All right, stay in motion. You got about 45. Oh, that was a burpee, not an up down. Whew. Less than 30, push through. Let's see, 8 seconds. And stop there. Wow, we really saved the best for last. I feel like that was the hardest interval. Okay, so grab a quick drink or something if you need to. If you need to take a breather, we'll move to a cool down. All right, take a second here. Let's take some deep breaths. I don't know, maybe you're not struggling as much as I am. That last one felt really hard. Okay, let's bring it down for some cat-cow, cat-camel, whatever you want to call it. Hands directly under your shoulders. You're going to arch your back, look up, lifting the tailbone. Good, and down. Arching your back all the way up, push your spine up towards the ceiling. Other way. And down. And up, one more each direction. Up. And down. Good. So let's bring it out to a high plank. And slowly lower it down and push up. So lift the hip flexors up off the mat, just a little bit. Squeeze the glutes. Look up. And we're gonna go to a downward facing dog. Send those hips back. Pedal your feet. You can do a little bit of a twist here. Good. And let's walk it forward, back to the high plank, lower, and push up. Again, squeezing the glutes. It's gonna stop the hip flexors from stretching so you can, or from flexing, so you can give them a good stretch. And we're gonna send the hips back over the heels. Child's pose, you can open up your knees, Walk your hands out as far as you can. Open the shoulders. Sometimes bringing the arms up like this feels good on my lats. You can do that if you want to. All right, bring it up. Nice work today. Thanks for joining. And hopefully this is the hardest part of your day. So I'll see you next week for Bodyweight Bootcamp. Thank you.